Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Dalton. This is Arms and Farms, the Footlong Farming YouTube channel. Those of you guys who watched yesterday's video, we did get a little bit of rain on our hay while I was trying to chop. That was no fun. The good news is it was about a 10-minute shower. Then the sun came back out and it's breezy. Now it's only, last night it was upper 60s. Today it's supposed to hit 70. Currently we're sitting at about 64. And the sun is in fact out. So I am gonna head out to start merging here in a couple hours. It's definitely not gonna be dry enough to chop in a couple hours. But as I said yesterday, with it as thin as it is, the chopper's gonna catch me quick. So I want to be able to get hours ahead. Because even at hours ahead, I'm still not gonna be able to keep up by myself. I don't think. We're gonna find out. So follow along. It should be a good day. Good day of hay. That's the plan, that's the hope. But we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Follow along. Cabin's a disaster. All right, that rig should be ready to rock. Gonna walk out back here. Gotta help Jack pull the plastic back a little bit on the haylage. What we've been doing is just instead of cutting the plastic, we've been just pulling it back and back and back. So that way when we fill the hole back in, you just pull the plastic back over. You only need a little bit of new plastic. You're not just cutting, burning the old stuff and putting new down. But it's kind of a chore when you get towards the end. I mean, you're pulling 50 foot of plastic out. And with a little bit of rain that we got last night, that's probably in there. So we're gonna unfold it, move some tires back, fold it back up. That's what I'm talking about. So this is the hole we're gonna fill in. That's, I can't remember which cutting's which. I think this is second cutting. That's third. No, that's second cutting. That's third cutting. So we have started feeding the second cutting. The second cutting was out, out to about here. And we've pulled this back, so we've kind of been keeping both faces clean. You get that little spot up there where it's a dip. But so we're gonna pull this plastic down, move the tires back and pull it back. So that way when he's filling, he's got plenty of room to build it up even, and you're not worried about putting fresh silage onto the plastic. So it's kind of a chore, but we'll get her done. All right, it's good to go to face a little bit of haylage off that side. We also pulled the tires back, so once this is full, we're gonna pull the plastic back and start feeding off of there back, so that way it's a straight line. Because when we put corn in, we're probably gonna put a long one this way. I'm gonna go start merging. The bunk that's going in that direction, we're obviously just gonna hope and pray that that new concrete is gonna be poured in time and set in time. Yeah. If not, we're gonna have quite a tall pile because we're chopping, I think 300 more acres of corn this year than we ever have. Granted, yields are gonna be down probably 35-40%, if I had to guess, judging by looking at it. So, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of flying by the seat of our pants in regards to that. But either way, I'm going to go start merging hay now. It's going to be a good day. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. All right, rolling into this field. About 120 acres. Did the outside last night. And some of the short rows, you can see the outside row, they didn't get all picked up because it started raining. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this baby and hopefully within a couple hours we got it ripped off. Under motion. 1500 RPM, 9 mile an hour. Making pretty rows. They're not huge, but they're rows. And the chopper should be able to really sing through them. As you can see, the wind is really screaming, which is good. And that's part of the reason I wanted to get started merging early. Especially, you know, yeah, it's gonna, when we start off here, it's gonna be too wet. Like, this is wetter than you can chop it. But I guarantee by lunchtime, I'm gonna be chasing dry hay. Seems like that happens anytime hay gets rained on. The next day, if you got a drying day, it dries out 2 to 3 times as fast. I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it. I don't know if that's anybody else's experience, but if hay gets rained on, it seems to dry out way faster the next day. And what always ends up happening is we always end up chasing dry hay by the end of the day. So we're gonna hum along and just get as much done as we can. All right, well, they showed up. We're getting rolling here. It's 12:15. I got just this little bit left here. They still got the whole field to go. He started from this end because this is where I left off the other night, so he thought maybe I was starting down here. So he came in this driveway. So he still got this whole field to chop. But yep, I got about 5-10 minutes left here, and we'll head to the next one. Next field's, I want to say 12-acre new seeding field. So that should be a little bit heavier, which will be good. Because this is absolutely no fun merging stuff like this. I mean, again, I have merged worse, which is a sad thing to even say, but yeah, it's no fun having to put all these rows together. Hey, we're about done on this new seeding piece here. It's not as heavy as I thought, but I am just putting two mergers into one, and it's making a fine row. Yeah. That's all I got to say about this field here. Other than legendary hunter shot a massive buck in this field. Not gonna name the name. Yup. No names. Big buck. Killed with a bow. That's the only real exciting part about this field, I guess. But yeah. Beautiful in the fall down here too. Leaves haven't quite started changing, but won't be long now. Tell you what, I do appreciate big rows or big fields better than that. Just grabbed 2 gears. Wasn't supposed to do that. I do appreciate big fields much better than small fields. That's obvious, but you can just cover acres so much faster than these little ones. But an acre's an acre, so you take it. Speaking of little fields, wait till you see the next 2. All right, we're down here on Old State Road, down in the swamp. This field here, I don't know, 3-4 acres, something like that. Just a little tiny one, and then across the road, you're talking an acre. But I've stated this before, I will stand on the table. These 4 to 5 acres are our most productive and profitable per acre than any other acre on the farm. This ground, you got the aquifer, you're right down in the swamp, so you always got the water that you need. These alfalfa roots are able to dig down deep, get into water. They just always grow a heck of a crop, no matter what. I mean, granted, it can still definitely be heavier. Like, this field definitely will produce more when you do get rain, but this is a 3rd year seeding, and we're making decent rows on the outside row. So, yeah, these are a couple more of our little ones. Kind of annoying, hard to be super productive, but productive as in acres covered per hour productive. But as I stated, very productive as far as crops go. It is a shame all of the ash trees have died. You know, the last 5 to 10 years, they've slowly just keep dying off. And you can see the entire swamp is just loaded with them. And when you get a big windstorm, it knocks over dozens and dozens more of them, and it's just turning the swamp into a total knot of ash trees. It's a real shame. I wish we had wood stoves. Ash is good firewood, but none of us have wood stoves, so what are you gonna do? So yeah, these are our big fields. Just rocking along. All right, we're out on the new seeding piece right by the farm. Every time I work in this field, I'm just thankful this is the farm I get to farm on. This is just beautiful. Not bragging. I mean that in the most humble way possible. Every time I work this field, I'm just thankful. Also thankful for the new mower. I love the way that it lays it out. And the way that it puts it in those stripes like that instead of solid. Granted, that's mainly because it's thin. If it's thicker hay, it does lay it a little more solid. But as it is, with my tires, the width of my tires, I'm able to completely straddle and not run on any hay, which is nice. Merger does a better job picking it up when the tires don't shove it down into the stubble. So yeah, it's one positive there. Beautiful day, a little chilly. By chilly, I mean incredibly comfortable for my liking, but chilly in regards to for a hay day. It's a little chilly, but yeah, I'm in a really good mood. Well, they're catching me. We're all done with this one, but he's officially within 25 acres of me. They'll have me caught here in the next hour or two. I'd be willing to bet it. We're on our way up. Next 3-4 fields are all older seedings that are definitely going to be thin. 2 of them we're going to get manure on after we take it off, so that's no fun, but we're getting there. Well, it's a little after 5 o'clock now. As you can see, we are in basically bare, almost to the point of just leave it hay. And as I suspected, we are getting very, very dry. As you see right here, that chopper's coming up. So when hay gets really dry, it gets gummy and sticky, and it sticks to the side of that chopper spout. See how it's kind of falling out of the spout before it's getting all the way out? It's because if that spout is not slippery, which gumming up will cause that, eventually that sucker's gonna plug. And my bet is very, very soon. Like very soon. That chopper does have capability of putting water in the feed. There is a tank on it. We do not use it, but in situations like these, it might be helpful. There's not really much you can do when the hay gets bone dry like that, except wait till morning and chop it with the dew on it, or there are farms that'll go out and dump water in the windrow. They'll bring a water truck out and they'll dump water right in the windrow just to help clean that spout out on the chopper. It doesn't take as much water as you think, but it would take water consistently for the rest of the day. So my guess, like I said, he might be done after that row. I'm not honestly sure. I've gotten the other 3 little fields I was talking about done. After this, we're headed to another new seeding piece, so we'll be back into some heavier stuff. It's probably not as dry. We wanted to get this one cleaned off because we didn't realize quite how dry it was going to be. Also, this is a field I plan to spread manure on tomorrow while either Tyler or Uncle Rob man the merger. So we wanted to get this cleaned off so I can start putting manure on this field tomorrow. But yeah, this is, I mean, I kind of called it. It seems like if something gets rained on, every single time, we end up just absolutely chasing the hay. And that's on a regular cutting, not even a cutting when it gets super thin like this. You'll also see these little stripes of hay. When hay's super thin, this oxbow merger does not do as good of a job picking it up. It likes to push it. I don't know if, I know they've changed the angle of the pickup heads on the new mergers. I know some mergers, I believe it's the Rock merger, have changed their tooth to try to be more of a scoop than more of a flat tooth. These oxbow teeth do have a scoop on them, but not as aggressive, obviously, as the job would require here. So it does a fair amount of pushing, like that. See how it's pushing 3/4 of it, and only some of it's making it up onto the head. Makes it just absolutely miserable because it kind of pushes until it falls to the downhill side. Sometimes that helps you, sometimes that hurts you. But I mean, this is what it is. I'm not complaining too bad. It is what it is. It's part of farming. You get bad crops, you get good crops. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle that gear. So yeah, it just is what it is. It's just not a fun cutting to do here, but I still think it was the right decision to shave it off, get it growing back. We've got rain in the forecast. We'll get manure on it, and hopefully we can bank on a really good 5th cutting after corn, assuming we get plenty of precipitation over the next couple weeks here. And this should have plenty of food. This did get potash after first cutting, and like I said, these overseedings, this field and then another 52 acres up on Court Road are going to get hammered. That's out of our smaller lagoon. Should be really high quality thick stuff. There's no water that goes in that lagoon at all, which it actually should have. We should try to plumb something in there because it's so thick. Again, those of you guys who watched my video yesterday remember me complaining about the sand. It just gets so thick that I can't even agitate it because it's already so thick. I can't really get it too thick because then my truck won't be able to pump it, or you know, it just turns into an absolute nightmare. But anyways, that manure should be a really high quality manure. So mix that with some precipitation, and hopefully we can get these 2 older seedings that are weaker coming back on strong. But we'll give you guys an update here later on, and we'll see how we're making out. Hopefully by then we're in the next field and we're a little happier with the yields. All right, well, we're gonna shut her down for the night here. This is, I think, 70 acres, and I've got the upper 45 of it done. So went a little while after the chopper shut down for the night, and Tyler's gonna come in at 6:30 in the morning and get an early start so we can get ahead a little more. But beautiful night in Western New York. With that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got something from it. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Very important. It's how we get my content out and about to new faces. Also, if you hit subscribe and haven't, and if you hit the little bell, that will alert you when I put out a new video. Do me a favor and do that, would you? But if not, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. So you guys have a good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Rock on.